GTA in an hour.
Um,
Are you not playing?
No.
So last time, y'all had gotten to this little village. Y'all still don't know the name of. And we're kind of walking around. Y'all figured out after talking to like a blacksmith and a couple other people that something's going on in the village at night. Something's attacking people, or people have been disappearing. You don't really know too much about it other than Puther had seen something in the woods that night, and y'all decided the next day to start tracking it. And it's kind of led y'all to this little hole in the ground.
That's
And y'all
right.
are kind of sitting outside the hole right now, sort of deciding what y'all want to do.
I'm fairly certain Puther had already decided to go in.
Yeah, that is true.
We're going in.
Waddling my way through the terrain or whatever it is, muck.
Well, we went through some mangroves, if I remember correctly.
Well, y'all had went through some mangroves and then come out into a more traditional swamp where there was sort of like a little hole in the ground that led to sort of a knoll, or underneath a grassy knoll. And as y'all walk inside, where the fuck is it?
Where we going, Puther? Place looks dirty, dark, like the soul of my ex.
I can't see shit.
Even when you can't see shit, Newland, it's like you can't.
I think
What did you say?
I think everyone but Lalo has dark vision. Then Lalo had his hat. Or no, was it?
Yeah, I don't have it.
I don't have dark vision.
Okay, so it's just Newland who doesn't have fucking dark vision.
I have my hat. That's it.
How's the ground looking? Is it like mossy? Is it stone? Like how this looks? Or
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to make one more thing, and then I will tell you.
in a real swamp, this shit would be flooded already.
It's like that Thai cave rescue in here, bro. There's gonna be a bunch of little kids.
Maybe there's impermeable clay layers and it's not flooded.
I mean, I guess it could also just be peat that someone's excavated.
Be a lot of things.
My love for you is impermeable.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And I guess there could be clay in this swamp too, carrying it's the entire fucking island that's a swamp. I'd imagine there's no elevation on this continent at all, or this island.
It's a circle. There are bones in that water. And gold.
Another board. Ooh.
Why is it floating?
I rolled a fuck.
Me too. I have +3 to fucking.
I have
Is that a sleight of hand roll?
I rolled a 5.
All right, so y'all walk into the cave and
Wait, what? You rolled a fuck.
I rolled a 5.
you miss.
Go limp.
Y'all walk into the cave and immediately, like as y'all start to get in, it's very small. Y'all are kind of like on an elevated edge, sort of about 5 feet above the main area, and overlooking you seems pretty barren. The daylight's enough to pretty much light up the whole cave coming through the doorway, but you do see sort of a little body of water off to the side of the cave.
Can't see my friends. Grab for me. Kind of pull out. I take my. I haven't been using the dock to help me see, so I'm. I don't want to infringe upon him all the time. I just kind of pull out my little.
You're not blind.
Oh wait, what? Isn't it
This
dark
isn't
in there?
Zeke. No, I just said the light coming through the cave entrance
Oh.
is enough to light it up.
Oh, okay. Kind of walk
Is it
down.
water?
Oh,
Step
geez,
down.
you're just gonna jump down there?
I was gonna
I
say
try not
it's a
to
5
sleep.
foot drop. It's not a.
I like toss my body, like go feet first, but like have my belly like scraping up against this. Ugh,
Like,
Ugh.
then I,
Does it like catch you? Like you have like the lip of your belly sort of catch you?
yeah, and then I just kind of fall. I just tumble down.
No, but you're so strong, you like tighten it up so it just catch it.
Basically,
feet
a
are like
cannonball.
wiggling in the air.
Damn, that was a 6 spin.
Saw that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta do it
don't know what the
again.
hell that was, dude. That was pretty sick.
Layla's just gonna jump down and then use psychic force to kind of temper his fall a
What a
little bit.
nerd.
Okay.
Martin,
Galo.
5 feet is
Martin,
nothing to me.
Martin, before he jumps down, he's gonna look at the ceiling, look at the integrity of this fucking cave.
He's trying to do it again.
You notice the roof of the ceiling isn't really stone. It looks like it's actually more sort of like just compacted dirt that's somehow staying together just because the cave itself is so small. You see roots sort of coming through. Maybe that's what's holding it together.
I'm gonna pull out my torch so that I can see things even better. I'm just gonna like walk around and look at the walls.
Martin's gonna start climbing down. He's gonna like scuttle against the wall, kind of fall a little bit, catch himself, get back down all the way.
Take a look around and inspect the area for traps.
So all of you are just kind of coming down and taking a look.
Sure.
Let me get some rolls from everybody. Investigation.
A 9.
Oh fuck! I didn't pre-roll.
10.
Nine.
2 9s and a 10. Laylo?
I got 6.
All right. Y'all kind of sort of take a look around the cave as soon as y'all reach the bottom. Upon getting down there, you do notice the roof, which I've already described. Y'all notice that the floor is just damp dirt. The walls are just sort of damp stone. There's a little bit of foliage growing, but y'all don't notice like anything unnatural about the cave other than sort of the glaring thing that points out is the pond on the side. Y'all notice that there is a woman's body floating in the middle of it.
What you see over there, boss?
Is the pond raised? Is it man-made?
I'm staying,
No, it's natural.
I'm staying a little bit away from Puther so that the bright light isn't getting in his eyes.
Is she
Oh,
dead?
I don't know. She looks pretty pale.
Luther's migraine starts to go away as he's able to relax his face a little bit more. Oi, what do we have here? We are last drowned in the water, in the muck. Could
And-
this be the culprit of what's been ailing the town?
Is she alive, Puther?
I don't know.
Well, you're the one who knows the most about medicine.
I look
right?
around. I look around. Are there any sticks nearby?
You don't see any sticks nearby, but you do see some roots sort of growing along the walls from the trees above that maybe you could break off and use.
I'll throw a rock at her.
As he's throwing a rock, I go and grab a branch.
Do you actually want to throw a rock at her?
Like, I'm not gonna throw it to do damage, but I'm gonna throw it at her, see if she responds.
Okay.
Like, and hit her. Do I see this? I'm gonna try to react and catch this rock.
I'm gonna throw another. I'm gonna keep throwing it until you stop doing it.
I'm gonna not stop doing it, but I'll let the rocks.
I will
hit.
throw my entire inventory.
I will let it hit everything but the girl. If it falls in the water, that's fine. But hitting the girl, no.
Well, they're all aimed at the girls, so.
Okay.
You have to roll to hit for every single one of those throws, Newland.
Are you throwing your shiny things?
Well, I'm gonna start with the 3 rocks I always keep on me.
Newland, what you doing? Stop throwing rocks. We don't know who she is. It could hurt her.
I rolled a 20. First roll to hit.
We don't know if she's dead or not. Newland,
A
why?
nat 20?
Well, it hit her with a rock and she doesn't respawn. She's clearly dead, isn't she?
The rock pelts her in the head. I grab my branch and start prodding at her as well.
Newland, you don't just hit
Y'all.
people because they don't move. What the fuck, Newland? I need you
We're
to.
in the middle of a
Despite-
fucking cave, you nimwad.
I'm gonna need you to put together a little more brain cell than you seem to be demonstrating. Find it. Less shinies, more brain cells.
Despite Laylo's objection, Newland lets loose a rock. And it strikes the woman's body dead in the chest. And you hear like a nasty as it sort of impacts her skin. And you can see how it almost like sunk into the rotted skin. And
Yep, she's dead.
left a mark as it sort of plopped off. Definitely seems like she was in good condition, but something is definitely wrong with her.
Well, definitely probably roast this corpse becomes a zombie or something.
Maybe
Pull her
we
out of the
should-
water.
Yeah, just pull her out. Yeah, okay.
Layla's
I'll,
gonna go in the water, I think. Let me go in the water here.
I was just gonna move her out. I mean,
I suppose that works too, but maybe we don't want to move her. What if she?
Why? She's
Well, you-
dead.
Layla just like looks at Newland. Just like,
I mean, she is a pretty decayed corpse. I mean, her chest did cave in from a single rock. I don't think this is an undead. I don't know.
look, Martin. I expect this from Newland, but I expect more from you. We tracked the beast here. All right. Obviously, it's here. The way I see it, this is basically a crime scene. We need to go inside. We need to see why she's here. Why wasn't she hurt? Is she the beast? Is there a beast further down? Why isn't she hurt? Is there something on her? Now I trust you and your ability to move water, but I don't know if she's delicate. So delicate that a rock can impale her chest, then maybe we ought to go in slowly and just kind of search her. I don't like not touching someone who's real hurt until the proper people get there.
I mean, I
Let me-
could just move her really slowly in the water too.
Yeah, but you'd be using. Oh, let me just get in. Let me take a look, and then, if it looks like there ain't nothing down there, then yeah, let's move her. Let's form some ice over her, under her, and kind of pull her up, nice and slow, like a backboard. Or how about this? You form the ice, and I'll get in, and then I can push the backboard up to you. Does that sound good? Like a team. Extra careful, Knight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's do that. Let me get in. He's gonna put his torch down, get inside, and slowly enter the water.
Oh, didn't mean to do that. All right. So you slip into the water.
I'm gonna pause for a second as I put one foot in to see if anything changes, and if it doesn't, then I'm gonna go all the way in.
You put one foot into the water, and immediately you notice the water is absolutely freezing cold.
Like I can't go in, or it's just like I'm like doing like a
no,
toe.
it's tolerable. It's tolerable. Give me a Constitution roll upon coming in contact with the water.
You feel those icicles.
It's not icy. It's just
Well, no,
cold.
like little needles.
Just
when
a
you go in
10.
cold water.
a 10.
Yeah.
You you slip into the water and you notice it's freezing cold, but besides that, you don't notice anything happen. It seems like it's safe, other than the
Shit,
off-putting
bro,
temperature.
My fucking nipples are pointier than my fucking claw. Kind of gets in there all the way. Kind of looks up to Doc. He's like, stay on alert, pal. Luther, what do you see?
I'll tell you what I don't see, lad. It's the bowls that you used to have inside them tight little pants of yours. That water must be freezing cold.
It's yeah, it's freezing all right.
Aren't you like cold-blooded, or are you warm-blooded?
I'm a mixture, Martin. I'm only
For
part
as long
dragon.
as long as I've known Halo, he's always been a cold-blooded killer, evil incarnate.
No, my friend, I got magic in my blood, so it ain't gonna bother me that much.
Okay.
I've seen him swindle some people, but he's not that bad.
All right.
I bet he picks on those that are way older than him, huh?
Do I notice anything about the body while I get really close? I want to like touch it gently.
I was gonna say, do you want to try to like actually investigate it?
Yeah.
Give me a roll.
Like get up in it. I'm gonna. The first thing I'm gonna do is take that freaking rock out. I got a 17.
All right. So you wade up to the body. The water is about waist deep, not very deep. And first thing you do, you walk up to it and you pull the rock out from the chest. Kind of toss it off to the side. And you start to sort of look over the body. Besides the sort of impact hole where the rock made impact with the chest, and it's just a small hole, the rest of the body seems to be preserved, like almost pristine. It doesn't look like she's dead, other than her sort of pale skin tone.
How deep is the hole?
The hole's not that deep, maybe half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, sort of indention into her chest.
Does it look like, did it break skin, or does it just...
Yes, there are like some ruptures in the skin. You can start to see that underneath the flesh is rotted, like it's definitely decayed, but not like the outside layers of skin. She's wearing a dress. She looks to be younger, probably 16, 17. Um,
Does she have anything on her?
you do notice that she, whilst most of her body was in perfect condition, you sort of, as you're removing the rock, you notice another marking. And you see sort of around her neck, there is a very distinct outline of where a necklace should be. But instead of a necklace there, it's sort of like, it almost looked like a necklace's shadow because it's just bruised flesh where a necklace was.
What does a necklace look like?
It looks like it could be a locket. It sort of has what looks like was a chain around her neck and then some sort of circular pendant on the end.
Hey, does it look like the one that we got?
No.
Okay. Lads, it looked like she was wearing a necklace, some kind, a pendant, circular, about yay big.
Perhaps maybe the creature is attracted to shiny things like our friend here, Newland.
Also pretty well preserved here, other than our kind of looks up. This dumbass here putting that rock in her. She looks pretty well preserved. Probably some properties that have to do with the water here. Could just be that it's cold, but I have a feeling it's more than that. Could be magical.
Are you standing in the water right now?
I am. How deep is it?
About waist deep.
Well, do you take a feel around underneath you? How clear is the water, I guess?
The water seems to be pretty pristine. You can sort of see the foliage underneath, and it looks like it's a stone underneath, so there's not like sediment to kick up or anything like that.
Martin, why don't you take a sample of the water?
Well, Martin,
I was going to say the pond itself doesn't seem to have a source, so you don't notice water dripping into it or anything coming from below or anything like that.
Upon hearing Lalo speak about the water, Martin just goes up to the water's edge, takes a knee, and puts his hand flat on the water. He does touch.
As soon as you touch it, I need a Constitution roll.
I also want to make an Arcana check, too.
Okay.
Constitution 16. 17.
All right. You touch the water, and immediately you feel it's like unnaturally cold. It honestly almost feels like it could be freezing, but it's obviously not frozen.
It's like right at that teeter-totter point.
Maybe even beyond. What's your Arcana check?
Do that right now.
Saturated water. We did this in science, in chemistry class.
13.
Yeah, you think to yourself, the water's too cold to not be magically affected somehow. You're not able to tell what the magic is affecting the water, or if it's coming from her or the water itself. But you do detect that there's something magical about the water, but there's also something, you can see how the magic could be hostile.
You're right about the water, Lalo. There's definitely some magical content here in this water. Maybe her. I don't really know. It does seem a little wild. I think that's the best way to put it.
We're not seeing any sources for the water. Maybe it's seeping through, but I'm not seeing anything. I also don't have my It's hard to see in just in this little bit of light here.
I guess produce flame.
I appreciate that. It definitely helps.
The body becomes illuminated in the light.
It looks pretty. It looks pretty good other than that one spot. Hopefully it won't. I wonder what's down here, why she's here, what put her here. Look, I'm not sure what we do about this, but definitely the animal marks went in here. You know, if we stay, maybe it comes back. Maybe we see. Maybe we see it. Y'all want to set up for the night here?
If the creature, if she is the creature and she wakes, maybe we can lay a trap for her. Or if the creature comes in here later, we could lay a trap for it coming in.
Well,
or an ambush.
Certainly the creature does look dead.
Do you sense any magic coming from the body?
I'm not one to sense magic like that. But maybe one of y'all do.
I'll cast detect magic on
her. You cast detect magic, and immediately you notice two things. The water itself has a glow to it. You can tell that is magical on its own. And then you can also tell that the body is affected by a different magic.
Well, seems like whatever's affecting the water isn't what's actually affecting the girl. She's definitely under some other form of spell. It might be prudent to burn her corpse to the fucking ground.
Well, before we jump into any conclusions, let me take a look. I cast Divine Sense.
I mean,
or use Divine Sense.
This could also, be a burial ground of someone important.
Well,
read for me Divine Sense real quick. Can't remember what it does.
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay. So is the detect good and evil thing separate from the other stuff? Or is that just like a broad description? Can you detect if something is good and evil?
As an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, undead. So I guess I just know... I don't know if it means that I know what the creature actually is. Hold on. Actually, the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears.
It's more just like a sense of it.
You know the type, celestial, fiend, or undead, of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Parentheses, the vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich, for instance. Within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell.
Okay, so here's what you detect. Immediately, you know the girl is undead.
Okay.
But you also know that you are getting both a foul smell coming from her, but you also hear this sort of symphony in the background. Like you can tell that she is both good and evil.
Gotcha. Well, it would appear that this thing inside the water here, this water is maybe some kind of preservation for this undead creature. And that's right, I said that the creature in here is undead. She reeks of evil. I can't quite put my nose on it, but she's not completely gone, if that makes sense. Perhaps maybe someone who's lost their way, who had good intentions at one point, but herself is of evil nature, and she fucking reeks of it.
So, do we burn her or not?
I don't think it's right to jump to conclusions. Perhaps maybe instead of just getting rid of her, well, we can maybe find out what good lies within her. Maybe she could help the town. Maybe she was of some importance.
I'm always down to, talk it out. That's always the best option.
Why don't we just, like, wait for her to wake up and then just freeze her in her own water so she can't escape, and then we interrogate the shit out of her.
That water, I don't think that water can be frozen, Newland. It's already freezing.
Probably in your best interest, regardless, Layla, to step out of the water. Is our recommendation.
I don't think anything too bad would happen in the water, but you might be right. Don't want to,
Pother.
hypothermic.
Pother, do you recognize this image here? And tries to pull her gently over to the edge to where Puther is, and it's like she had a necklace of some kind. Maybe it was what she was beforehand. Maybe it's a symbol, a religious symbol. I know you don't like them, but that don't mean you don't know them.
I'll take a look. The mark that's like left on her from the amulet or whatever it was that she was wearing, the pendant, does it take any specific shape or anything that I might recognize?
Give me...
I rub my hands across her chest. Not in a non-sexual way, on the outline of it. 11.
You don't recognize... Damn, I don't know how I want to do this. You don't recognize the pendant as any sort of religious iconography. I almost fucked that word up. But you do... You recognize it as something you might have seen passively over the past day or two, but you can't quite place from where.
I'm going to pull out my bag of shinies. I'm going to start pulling out things that might resemble something someone would wear on their neck.
Y'all know that y'all don't have anything on y'all that
it resembles.
Matches, that it resembles.
Well, off the top of my head, I can't quite think of anything. The shape and the feel of it. I just can't quite put my tongue on it. I know I've seen it before, but I can't. No, nothing that really comes to mind. I'm sorry, lad.
Would it be something that was shiny that I would have recognized?
A good question.
Roll a history check.
19.
That fucking bird brain. Shiny, most important.
You remember the other night when y'all first came into town and you were at the tavern. That somebody that at the tavern was wearing a necklace that matched this one. But you don't quite remember who. You never talked to anybody there, so you don't quite remember any of their faces too vividly.
Just the shiny.
I've seen this necklace before when I was scoping out the tavern.
You know it wasn't this person, though, this body that had the necklace on.
I don't think it was her, because I think I would have remembered a chest like that. However, it is for someone from town has a necklace very similar to this. I'm sure I could probably find them in, 20 minutes or so. Hmm.
Well, do we want to go get it and confront this lady? What if she says it's hers? Like what? How do we
I think
prove?
it's more so they would probably be able to identify who this lady is.
I mean that.
Or
that
what
could
if they're part of the same organization?
Well, we'll just burn her too. Or him. It could have been him.
Doesn't necessarily have to be a bad organization. Maybe it's a family pendant or market that they're from a certain family or that they're of
Well,
certain,
that-
royalty.
Yeah,
That is
like I
the
said,
point of identifying them, yes. That's why we would want to find the amulet.
Well, you're the one that saw it last. Why don't you go look for it then?
Very well.
why don't we split up in 2 teams of 2? It's probably safer that way, right?
I think it's best if we stay here with this, just in case something were to happen. I'd like to avoid any, I don't know, any mishaps where we can. So I agree with you. I think 2 teams of 2 would be best. Just make it snappy.
Evelyn's gonna obviously have to go. I think it would be best if I stayed here.
And I can okay.
Do you want to go? I'll go, but that does not matter to me.
I think the paladin should stay with the undead lady so you
I'm
can
not
burn
a
her.
paladin.
Whatever you say, Puther.
I mean, you do lay on hands.
I'll lay these hands on you if you keep talking to me like that, lad.
Lila gets out of the water. He takes some of the water though, and he puts it in a vial, and then he gets out.
Warren's gonna try climb up. At least you're near Krokra. You got fucking claws to dig in.
The walls are pretty easily climbable, so you're able to get out okay.
As they're going out and looking around, can I spend my free time maybe crafting myself a makeshift shield since Lalo broke my other one?
I thought you were given another one made by your grandfather.
Asked for it. I never asked for
thought
it.
we
It
did
never
that
happened. We
we did that
said
whole
we should have done it.
It was
No, we
good
should have
bit,
done it.
but
No, we didn't end up doing it. That was after.
Oh, okay.
We were talking about how I should have asked him for it.
Give me a
I wish I had
performance roll.
destroyed your shield now, my friend. I feel a little bad about that.
I'll see if I can maybe spin something up.
Or survival.
15.
Whatever you want to do.
Well, hey, let me help you out here. I'm real good
Do you
at
have-
stuff.
Do you have like any smithing traits or anything like that?
Good question.
I have a disguise kit and a forgery kit, so I know how to like at least make fake shit. So let me help you, and then I have we'll say we have some of those carapace from the crawfish.
I don't really have any. I have proficiency with smith's tools and stone cutting. Oh well, stone cutting's a history thing. Never mind.
Well, I mean, yeah, proficiency with smith's tools. If you have smith's tools on you, then
I should have smithing tools on me. I believe so.
what's your inventory?
well, then,
I mean, I don't in my inventory, but I would imagine that I did. But no, I guess not. Craft something out of the branches and rocks.
we'll say you do. Yeah, either performance or survival, whatever you want to do with advantage.
15. Oh, okay. With advantage.
I was about to
15.
say- I was about to say it's either like a druidic shield, like made out of fucking roots, or like an actual shield that you smith.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
you
gonna
start-
be. It's something basic. I'm getting a new. Hopefully, he's gonna make me a shield, so it's just a temporary thing, just in case.
You
Well,
start
he's-
gathering up some stuff to begin trying to craft a shield, and you just get to work on that while the boys go into town.
While he does that, I'm gonna deck him out if he allows me. I'm gonna start decking him out until in like a gill. I'm gonna start trying to make a ghillie suit.
I don't be needing this, lad.
You know, you don't want to blend in.
No, someone's got to draw their attention.
Yeah, but what if something comes back? Don't you want to get the jump on it?
Yeah, I'm small enough already as it is.
I want to make a little. Okay, while he's doing that, I'm gonna make a little hunter's blind in the corner.
Yeah.
For
I just
Puther.
imagine I'm just like grabbing branches and some rocks and stuff and just making nothing like just something temporary. That's it.
I'm gonna make I'm making a hunter's blind, and then I'm gonna try and I don't know. I don't have any of those skills, so I just want to make it like kind of make us look. I want to help Puther out and make everyone look a little bit, and try to make it like get rid of if there's any obvious tracks that we left.
I'll assist, but that's it for me.
You're essentially basket weaving, Anthony. You're just on the bottom.
Exactly. I assist Lalo in whatever he's doing as well. If it allows it, I'll guide him on how to do it. Like, you're gonna want to tie that thing to that thing.
Hey,
And then that's it. I don't want to hold up Martin and Newland.
I don't want you to roll on it, but
Sending the best people for confrontation to go confront someone.
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was muted. I said survival or performance, whatever's higher.
I would prefer performance, and then I will add my proficiency because I have my forgery and disguise kits. So that should be 18.
18. Okay, yeah. You start get to work, covering y'all's tracks, and then trying to make a way for Puther to sort of blend into the environment in case, just to give him a slight advantage. Something were to come in.
What isn't there like a movie where like the guy's like up against the wall and he just like opens up his eyes and that's all you
Yeah,
can
it's the
fucking
Predator.
see?
Yeah, nah, dude.
No,
Hunger
it's
Games. You're talking about when he's the
Hunger
fucking
Games,
Rockaboy,
yes,
dude.
dude, yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I know what you're talking about. It's like Predator, but no,
Yeah, I
there's a
can think of
better
the Predator
scene
scene too.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of at first, but then I started thinking of fucking Lilo or whatever his name is in that fucking movie. Pika or can't remember.
PETA.
PETA. Yeah, that's right. PETA bread.
Yeah, Peter Griffin.
Where she steps on him, doesn't she?
I don't remember. I just remember. I just remember it being actually like a pretty good makeup effect. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah, here it is right here, boys. This is. I imagine this is what Layla's trying to do with Puther right now. Time stamped for everyone's convenience.
He's like trying to smith, and Layla's over here putting makeup on.
Put it in game night.
Oh,
I imagine
that's
that's
that's the main love interest, dog.
Yeah.
Peter Griffin.
I'm gonna go heat up some leftovers while y'all do your stuff. I have my headset on.
She stepped on him.
All right. So the other two, y'all start headed back into town.
Peter's a bitch.
Get rid of one of these little boards. Or I guess you can put it right here.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
We're finally using the shelf.
The
We
what?
have so much shit.
I mean, do we really need the burnt city still?
Yeah, that one I can probably get rid of.
That's a big one too.
I could probably get rid of that one and maybe the temple. I don't know. Y'all might have reasons to go back there, but The Empress room I'll keep, and the carnival stuff we'll keep. I'll worry about that later. Alright, so y'all head back into town. Yeah, cross the bridge into town. Yeah. See Daniel once again waiting at the guard post.
Ah, hello, good sir. Just here to get some drinks. Heading off to the tavern if you don't mind.
Yes, you're welcome in. Please, no more casting wind spells on the docks, please. That'd be great if we could avoid that.
Yes,
I'm
of
trying,
course.
I'm trying to restrain him. I just said that to make it like a...
Yes, Martin. I know you can't possibly restrain me.
I don't know about that, but...
I'll hop in a boat and head on over to the tavern.
All right. You head into the tavern. It's still fairly early in the day, so not very busy right now. You see the barmaid just kind of hanging out by the bar.
I searched everyone's necks indiscreetly.
There's only a couple of people there right now, but it's apparent that neither of them have a necklace on.
Maybe, is she here?
Doesn't seem like it. Let's
Do you
ask
remember
the barmaid.
Yeah, do you remember what she looked like?
Well, we wouldn't have this issue if I remembered what she looked like. I was busy looking at something else.
You don't remember if it was a he or a she. But being a necklace, you might assume a woman.
I'll walk up to the barmaid or whoever again runs the show. Hello. I was.
Yes. What can I do for you?
I was looking for someone. I think they were here last night, but I forgot to get their name. All they had was they had this necklace on, and well, I needed to talk to them because we had some business arrangements. Do you happen to know who that might be?
I don't remember anybody wearing a necklace, but you don't remember anything else about them, or?
No. I mean, it was a fairly nice necklace, but unfortunately, my bird eyes they deceive me sometimes. I can't exactly remember much else beyond that.
We also got a little drunk last night. I'm sure you know how it is.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, I just don't remember anybody wearing a necklace. I'm sure there people were, just wasn't anything I was paying attention to. I don't know. It's a pretty small village, though. If you can think of anything else you might know about them,
Did anyone get some like new jewelry like recently?
I mean, not that anybody's like flaunted about or anything. Can't, like I said, at least not that they've purposely tried to show off.
Well, I guess I'll look around the rest of the shops then. Maybe it can't be gone too far, right? It is an island.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a small village.
Well,
What's the next busiest place other than here?
I mean, when the port's open and we're doing trade business with Baroja, it'd be the smith. But right now, most people just kind of hang out here or at their houses.
Well, maybe I'll ask the smith. He might know about the necklace. He's probably the one who made it.
Right, thank you for the information. Martin's gonna slip 5 silver on the bed.
I mean, I'm sure. I don't feel like I was that much help, but thank you.
We'll head on out and hop back in the boat, head to the blacksmith.
Gotta tip your waiter.
Okay, Martin, you have to wait outside because he doesn't like people who cry all the time. I'll knock on the door.
I haven't cried in like 2 weeks. Wait, actually...
Dwarf! Get your fat ass out here!
Like, Thok was like...
What?
How many days has... So, we're not on a hard counter. Like, there's no pressing quest.
I feel like it's been like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
You mean like total adventure time?
Yeah, like in-game.
It's been like maybe a few weeks.
It's probably been a week since Thok.
I mean, when I originally like thought about this campaign, like I figured it'd be months long, like end game time. And yeah.
Is that now turned into years, or?
No, not in game.
Years.
I mean, obviously, probably like overall, I'd say it'd probably be like a 2-year campaign, maybe. At the pace we move.
I made some Cajun chicken Alfredo. Like made my own Alfredo sauce. Shit's pretty fucking
chicken
bomb.
Alfredo.
Yeah, bro. Shit's pretty bomb.
Where the fuck is this dwarf?
Alright, so y'all walk into the blacksmith and y'all notice nobody's there. Being still fairly early in the day. Maybe it's not open this early, you're not sure. But you know he has his room is in the back where he lives. And there's a door to it. But it's closed.
Bloody hell, what do you have to do to get some service around here?
Maybe go knock on his room door.
I'll go open and knock on his door.
You pound on the door. And you kind of hear some gruffing from inside. Ugh. Go away, we're not open yet.
I don't care if you're open or not. I got some questions for you about our quest.
Oh, this better be an emergency, or I'm gonna smash you. And he gets up out of bed, or you hear him sort of creak out of bed. You hear the door sort of get jerked open violently. You see him there, sitting just in sleeping pants, and his large gut hanging out.
Sorry to wake you, sir.
Anyways, as I was saying,
what is it you need?
we went off to go kill that fucking ugly-ass beast you were talking about. We might have found it,
but...
but...
did you find... Oh, okay.
Well, we found what looks like a 16-year-old girl with a necklace on. I was wondering if you knew what it was.
No, she didn't have the necklace.
Well, yes, the necklace is quite gone, and I distinctly remember seeing it here. But, maybe if I drew it for you, you could tell me who it belongs to.
Wait. You went looking for the monster and you found a girl with a necklace?
She's
Well,
she's
had a necklace.
she's undead.
Very dead.
Is she very
undead.
dead or undead?
No,
Both.
she's undead. We're pretty sure that it's the monster more than likely.
You think a 16-year-old girl zombie is the monster?
Well,
You don't know about undead, do you?
it's certainly related.
Guess not. But she's wearing a necklace, but not wearing a necklace.
She was wearing a necklace. It was probably taken off of her corpse. Or something, I don't know. That's why I was asking about it. I'll describe the necklace to the best of my knowledge.
Try to describe what you saw. And you see the dwarf sort of thinking as you're describing it. He kind of thinks for a second. What about the girl? What did she look like?
Well, she was pretty young, around 16. Big chest, absolutely massive honkers.
She was very pale. Probably.
She's dead. No shit, she's pale.
Well, no, her skin had uniformed paleness. You know, it wasn't like a normal dead person.
I mean, she'd been dead for quite a while, and we found her in some sort of magical pond thing.
Yeah, the pond was very close to freezing, but it was still liquid.
You know, now that I think about it, I haven't seen... Have y'all been around the village much? Have y'all went into the old Magic Man's hut?
I think Lalo did.
Well,
is that the man we should talk to?
I think so. See, I remember his granddaughter came, about 2 months ago. Her family sent her out here because I guess their home is on the front lines in Amisha. And now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in about a week. Yeah, I think that's who you should go talk to.
All right. Thank you for your time. It's very very valuable. We'll get this job done quickly.
I'll hand him a piece of gold.
Oh, thank you. Tell your friend I'm building him a great shield.
I will. Thank you again.
Yes.
Head on out and take our boat.
You didn't call me a crybaby this time.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come in just a moment. Walk on up. Knock on the magic fucker's door.
Can't
You
remember
knock on his door.
how long have the attacks been going on? Has it been a week?
I don't think y'all asked about the length of time.
Well, I think we asked the guard like initially, but it's okay.
Did you? I mean, it would be, yes, it's been about a week.
I was pretty sure of that. Just wanted to make sure.
I'll knock again. Oh, Mr. Magic Man.
You knock on the door and old man sort of comes to the door and opens it up. Why don't you just come in? It's a shop.
Oh,
Well, it's early as fuck. It's
we didn't
probably
know-
not open around this
Yeah,
time.
we didn't know you were open.
I mean, it's like noon. Prime business hours.
How foggy
Unless
is
you're
it?
that dwarf that sleeps all day.
Anyways, I invite myself in. And, I glance at his neck, see if he's wearing the amulet.
You do see, yes, around his neck, he is wearing the necklace.
Huh. You know, the blacksmith was just telling me about how your daughter came to town, or the granddaughter came to town recently, and well, I hadn't met her. I was hoping you could maybe introduce us.
She's actually out on an errand right now. I don't know when she'll be back yet.
I see. And would you happen to know why she's undead?
Excuse me?
Yes, we found your daughter in a cave, and she is grade A undead. We noticed she was missing an amulet around her neck that looked, or well, I guess it's not an amulet, but you know what I mean. Some form of necklace. It looks just like yours.
My granddaughter. Where is this cave?
You know nothing about this?
No, she was... I had sent her out to make a delivery to a customer.
I mean, it's been more than a week, right? Since she's been missing, or at least not coming back.
Well, yes, she was to go overseas. There's an island sort of to the south of Amisha.
I see. Well, the cave is relatively close nearby. I would gather your things.
Yes, would you take me to her? Please.
Yes,
Sure,
I would
sure.
bring very, very well prepared anti-undead measures.
All
I
right,
assume you have those.
let me grab my cloak and my walking stick. I'll be along shortly. He sort of runs upstairs to like where his house section of the shop is. You hear him rummaging around upstairs. And he comes back down, wearing like a traveling cloak, and he has a intricate walking stick.
Can I ask you one more question before we go?
Yes. What is it you wanted to know?
How exactly did you get that necklace? Was it like a dual set, or?
Oh, this one? Yes, my granddaughter and I, we wear these lockets of each other. We're very close.
So there should be a matching one somewhere out there?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume she's wearing it.
That's how we found you. She wasn't wearing it. We had to go searching for it.
I'm gonna roll insight, see if he's lying.
All right. Roll.
So you get advantage because he's
7?
distracted. Talking to me.
Sure, why not? Yeah, you can tell he's not being totally forthcoming with the truth.
Newland,
I'll-
unless you have anything else?
Well, no, I think we should probably be on our way.
Yes, please take me to her.
I'll start heading out and hop on the boat.
Right? He follows y'all down. Hops in the boat with you.
How old was she? She seemed pretty young.
Yes, she's 16.
You let
Her parents, my daughter, sent her to stay out here for her safety. She thought war was about to break out in Amisha, which apparently it has.
So you send a 16-year-old girl out in the swamp by herself?
I mean, it's better than the front lines. Oh, did you say I sent her out into the swamp?
Yeah.
No, she was supposed to be on a ship.
Well, she had to
And
get.
of course, the ship stopped coming in when these attacks started, so I figured that she just hadn't been able to get back yet.
I'm imagining we're doing this as we're on the boat rowing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and indiscriminately cast, or I don't fucking know. I'm gonna try and
Discreetly.
stealthily cast, discreetly, cast Druidcraft and just fucking make it smell foul. Hopefully, he catches on, or Barton catches on at least.
You have to roll for that, baby.
Yep. Give me a sleight of hand check.
Is the smell your conjurer, that the foul smell, is it always the same?
I mean, I can make it any like natural smelling sound, but I mean, I only use the skunk part, so it's gonna smell like a skunk.
Gotcha. So it's
Fucking burnt rubber.
Yeah, 7. That is
7.
yeah.
You try your best to discreetly cast your spell. You don't think you do a very good job of it, but the old man doesn't seem to notice as far as you can tell. And then a foul odor starts to appear on the boat.
Oh, who farted?
Oh my lad, what is this?
There's something foul around here. Oh God!
Please move. Oh, let's get this boat out of here. Oh,
Was that one of y'all? That was awful.
Oh. Well, I don't fart like that, and Martin's too much of a bitch to fart like that. So
I mean, I do eat a lot of dairy, but I'm not lactose intolerant.
he's lactose tolerant.
About this time, y'all get the boat to the shore and pull up onto the shore.
I'll start making my way back to the.
Yeah, it's through
cave.
these mangroves. So you just have to kind of, yeah, just watch your step.
I'm gonna discreetly kind of like nudge Martin, and, like try and get his attention.
Yeah, Dylan.
Remember, there's something foul over here. Yes, you
Oh.
be on guard.
Okay. Martin's gonna wink at him. It's a hard wink, too.
Okay. Actually, give me an insight check.
Oh, alright.
Both of us, or just him?
It's Martin.
13.
13. Yeah, I'll say you understand from what he's laying down. I'll say you understand what he's laying down.
Well, we'll keeping an eye on our foul guests. We'll just keep making our way there.
Yeah, you'll head back, and after being gone about an hour or so, Lalo and Puther start to hear some voices from outside the cave. They distinctly hear it's Newland talking about good berries.
No, Newland. They're bad. They're not good for ice cream.
Hey, let's see if this blind holds up well. If they can't see us, maybe the monster can't see us. Come on.
With the runs to the blind.
Both get in the blinds. Hunting
All right.
blinds.
So while they were gone, Puther, you were able to craft a pretty good wooden shield. Yeah, it's made of wood, but it'll act like a normal shield.
Okay, cool. There's a +2 shield.
Yeah.
Or +2 AC shield, rather. Okay. That's what I was hoping for.
And then Lalo, you got to work with your disguise kit.
He is now rock.
So, give me, y'all both give me stealth rolls with advantage and add whatever your proficiency is, Lalo, and whatever you use to craft it.
It would have been I used just like what was laying around, so it would have been like twigs and then like.
No, I mean your performance roll or your survival roll, whatever proficiency bonus you added.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then that would have been 4.
What's the bonus?
So it's advantage +7.
Okay, so 18 for me. I'm sorry, it's 17 because I have -1 stealth.
So a 17 and Lalo?
26.
26. All right, you're both able to tuck pretty good into the blind. Puther's a little bit wider than what you built it, so there's a slight bit of him that peeks out, but otherwise he's in a dark corner and pretty stealthy.
Just that beer belly.
That girth.
Let me get the old man real quick.
The fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Is that Mitch McConnell?
Bro, how did we not know this guy is just straight evil? Like,
Ew.
no way. This is obviously some fucking vampire or something.
Dude,
Like,
this is
come
Mitch
on.
He's
McConnell.
he's Nosferatu, dude.
Nose for
For real.
Dude, he's got vagina neck. Look at that shit, dude.
Dude.
God.
God.
now that's a
damn.
turkey
Once you see
gobbler,
it, bro,
dude.
you can't unsee
That's
it.
a
Once you
fucking
see
turkey gobbler.
He's got that roast beef curtains, dude.
Jesus.
Looking like a dog's tongue.
That boy turns his head, fucking slaps someone 2 feet away from.
Yeah, bro, I'm not coming out of this fucking blind with that evil ass motherfucker in here.
I was gonna say, so as y'all walk into the cave, y'all don't see Puther or Lalo anywhere, but otherwise the cave looks pretty undisturbed. You still see the body in the pond.
Yeah, she's.
Oh my god, is that my granddaughter? Help me down, please.
I'm watching them
Sure.
quite carefully. Put my hand on Puther to just be like, still.
Here, take my hand.
Luther covers his mouth to keep himself from vomiting after seeing this ugly fucking creature walking in.
Bro, what went wrong? Like, you got that fucking,
Bruh, just
big
the
bosom
fucking
lady and then that ugly ass thing. What went
bruh,
wrong?
just the irises alone should tell you enough. The eyes of evil.
You
Got astigmatism, bro.
you're helping him down.
Yeah.
All right. You'll help him get down the little 5-foot ledge. And he gets to the bottom. He immediately starts to hobble over towards the water. And he stops right before the edge. Could one of y'all bring her body over here to me? I don't trust my joints in this water.
Sure. I'll try to move her over here. I'm just gonna try to shape water in some gentle currents to bring her over.
I'm watching this, man.
While this is happening, I'm looking around, seeing if I can find where the fuck Lalo and Puther went. I'm just looking for any signs of, travel or whatnot.
After seeing this dude, I'd like to activate my sense good and evil. Because I got a bad feeling about this dude.
Alright.
Plus, he's saying they're related. And we know that this person is both good and evil.
Here's what happens. So first off, Martin, you slowly push the body using shape water over to the edge. And as you're watching him, Layla, you notice kind of as Martin casts this spell and starts pushing him over, you see him sort of glance back at Martin, like sort of surprised, and then sort of looks back down towards the body and get on his knees towards the body. And then Puther, you cast your spell. And once again, you smell the foul odor coming from the girl's body, and you also hear the sort of harmonic singing in the background. You know she's both good and evil. But the older man, he's not undead, or like you don't detect.
Sure about that,
like
bro?
That. You don't detect anything like that, but you do get sort of a foul smell coming from him. So he reaches down and goes to touch the body. Y'all see him.
Layla. Just to,
Look.
like,
I'm gonna talk to him in his mind. He good? And then
that man there is no good.
he puts his hand on the girl's body. He's, oh, my poor girl. What have they done to you? Oh no! Look at your chest.
How close is he to the water?
And he puts his hand on her chest. Not that close. Martin pushed her body to the shore, so
I'm gonna, as he gets, but does he come close enough to touch the water? I'm gonna try and pull him into the water, like trip him into it, so he falls into the water.
Okay.
So you're gonna make him a 15 strength check. He's
All right.
reaching down. He just.
So he goes to reach down, like sort of reaching for his chest, and right as he does that, you see him sort of violently pushed into the water all of a sudden. And he sort of falls on top of her body, and then you see them both sort of like sink down to the bottom, and then the water just becomes like really bubbly all of a sudden, and you can't see into it. And after like about 3 seconds of this bubbling, all of a sudden a large portion of the water just shoots up out of the pond. And it sort of settles, and you don't see anything. It's flat for a second. And then you see the old man sort of stand up. And he's halfway out of the water.
What does he look like?
Deep.
Are you okay?
And sort of in his arms, he has the girl's body. And he sort of looks down at her. He goes, oh, I'm sorry, my love. I'm sorry they disturbed you. And you see sort of like his necklace sort of absorbs something from her. And then Puther, you detect like all the goods sort of leave her body and go into that necklace.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you see the body start to transform. And it becomes like this like decrepit, aged woman. She has like long claws. And she slowly starts to open its eyes. And then it stands up alongside him.
As this is happening, where did the necklace go?
It's still on him, on his neck.
Can I? Okay. Never mind.
I would like to cast, as this is happening, I'd like to cast invisibility on myself.
I mean, they are already. They still don't see you.
Yeah, no one knows.
I know. I'd like to cast invisibility on myself.
Martin's gonna put his hand out. What are you doing? Yeah.
Second.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on him. I wanted to cast it before he did his thing, but I didn't tell you, so I want to cast Hold Person on him.
Ugh. She kind of hot. Dude, I get fucking Emperor Palpatine vibes off this, dude.
All right, I will give Blalo and Puther their invisibility and hold person cast, but Newlin and Martin need to roll for initiative. Well, we can do that, or we can end it here, because this fight will probably take a while, but it's up to y'all.
I mean, I'm down for letting this be for next time.
So
I don't know how many people are racing though.
I was gonna say I don't know. I mean, nobody's here
Noble's
right now,
just-
so that's why I wasn't gonna say anything. But I don't know.
Noble's waiting for us to message him. And Drew should be on it here in just a few, so it's up to you guys.
That's the only reason I mentioned it is I heard Drew in the kitchen, so I figured he was probably up.
I need to get food anyways, so.
Yeah, once we start this combat, it's gonna be hard to stop.
I mean, yeah, this fight, like, I mean, it's up to y'all. That this fight will probably be like an hour and a half, so that's why I don't want to stop mid fight. So it's either we continue and do this, or we just stop now. I'm down for either. Like, I don't want to say like I'm persuaded either way. I think I'm having fun with this session tonight. So
I mean, we all know what I want.
To play
And I-
GTA races?
I mean, I need to get food, so if it's gonna be
Yeah.
an hour and a half, I kind of need to stop here.
Yeah, I say we just stop for now. That's my vote.
All right.
And pick it back up next week.
Also, just take a food break.
and if y'all wanted to do another short session this weekend or something, I'd be down for that too to finish this.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
will be out of town. Maybe Sunday. I could let you guys know, but we're going to Fort Worth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm free Sunday evening, so just let me know.
Okay. Sounds good.